Today I'm going to be walking you through branding strategies for your small business, and we're starting right now. Hi, I'm Dayo Samuel and I'm a business therapist. If you want to lead your life and business in the direction that matters to you, start now by subscribing below and you'll be on your way. Let's talk about branding strategies for small business. Now, in case you're wondering, but you're a business therapist, why are you talking about branding? Well, I'm taking cue from my many years of experience as a brand developer, as a graphic designer. Yes, and when I say many years, I'm referring to way back as 2002. And in doing business, I have observed a big problem. A lot of people tend to look at branding and brand as almost the same thing. There is first a brand and there is branding. Now, oftentimes this usually creates confusion. In fact, I was at a training somewhere in Cross River State, Nigeria, some months back, and I was training over close to 300 participants on business, branding, and all that. And I asked the question that what is a brand and what is branding? And the answers they gave seemed to kind of go opposite of each other. That is, he gave all kinds of answers that I can't remember right now. And perhaps you are like that. You may have been even talking to designers that help me develop my brand. I need to explain what branding and brand is so that you can actually get off that confusion. I need to also explain here that a brand is a thing, that is a noun, while branding is an action, that is a verb. Brand is who you are. Branding is what you do or how you do what you do that separates you from everyone else, period. When you're trying to come up with a name, a logo, a color scheme, or you're trying to choose a particular color, or you're trying to create a visual identity, all of that is branding. That is a process of creating you or creating your business. On the other side of things, brand is an ongoing experience. It is more like the experience people have as they do business with you, is the experience people have as they interact with your branding, with who you are, with your business, or with your products. And also, I need to also explain that a branding may be done once, but brand is an ongoing experience as well. A proper brand is a pitch, that is a promise you make to your perfect customer. Having talked about all of this right now, that is understanding the brand and the difference between brand and branding, now let's talk about 3 strategies that you can actually use to brand your small business. Number 1 is personal branding. And this has to do with when you're branding an individual, that is, you are trying to create a brand out of a person. Number 2 is product branding. And when we talk about product branding, of course, as its name implies, it is the process of branding a product. Number 3 is provider branding. That is the branding that you do to an organization, to a company that provides either a service or a product. I had worked over the years in order to build a provider brand. That is, the branding I had created over the years was a provider branding, even though I was still the person who was constantly being seen. Of course, we call that key person of influence. I was the key person of influence in our business. And so over the years, I built a provider brand by the name Audacity to Lead, which happens to provide coaching and consulting services to business persons. And in order to improve our business, I went for a lot of trainings. Some of them included being equipped as a therapist in order to do personal work with people. And so, without going back to look at our brand strategy, I went and modeled everything up. I added therapy to our service, so it now became coaching, consulting, new media, and therapy. And it became confusing for a lot of people. So they began to look at, does this guy also do, does this company also do therapy too? And it now became confusing. But then I sat back and looked at our entire branding strategy and I said, no, this has always been a provider branding, not a personal brand. So knowing that it's not a personal brand, what I did was then to separate my personal brand from our provider brand. What I'm trying to say here is that there are basically 3 branding strategies that you can use for any business. You can either brand your business as a personal brand, you can brand your business as a product brand. That is, people know more of the product than the person or the company. Or you can brand your business more as a provider brand. And there are hundreds, if not thousands of examples if you look around. If I mention Tony Robbins, what comes to your mind? Well, you may not remember Mastery University, neither will you remember Robbins Research Institute. You remember Tony Robbins first, right? So Tony Robbins is a personal brand, while Robbins Research Institute, Mastery University, there was even a company was running with Chet Holmes many years ago called Business Breakthrough. Now, all of those are provider brands. But now, Tony Robbins is now emphasizing more of his personal brand. So the thing is, you can have a product branding, you can have a personal brand, and you can have a provider brand. So in order not to create confusion for a lot of your clients and customers, the easiest thing you can do is to make it clear in your brand communication so that this is a product from Dayo Samuel, this is a product from Audacity to Lead, and this is a product that perhaps maybe stands alone. I hope that with what I've shared with you this far, that you are able to make use and take advantage of these 3 different branding strategies that you can use for your business. And if this has helped you so far and you are looking to lead your life and business in the direction that matters to you, go ahead, give me a like button and go ahead and subscribe right below. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to subscribe is because I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So, will you support my journey by subscribing? And so with that said, I am Dayo Samuel and I'm going to see you in the next video.